So here there's group 1, 2, 3, and 4. So group 1 is the Hope Stone. Group 2 is the Dolphin. Group 3 is two dolphins swimming in a sort of snow globe. And group 4 is just a perfume bottle. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. The cards have been pre-shuffled so I can record on my phone. So we have here the Three of Swords, the Wheel of the Year, the Three of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Strength card. And as a clarifier for the Wheel of the Year, you have here the Page of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. And as clarifier for the Two of Wands here, you have the Queen of Wands, Two of Swords, you have the Queen of Wands, and as clarifier for the Three of Cups here, you have the King of Swords, the Shadow side, and the Ten of Cups. So right away, the way I interpreted this reading was, so you may be feeling a bit of an emotional storm at the moment. So you may not be feeling your best. You may be, I'm not sure, maybe you're not, maybe it's a medical thing or an emotional thing, but you may not be feeling your best at the moment. But soon that's going to change. I'm not sure how soon it is, because this, while shuffling the cards, I asked what blessings will be coming to group 1. So that's the question I asked, and these are the cards that came out. So I do feel like you will, especially with the Wheel of the Year, you will be receiving a lot of blessings and a lot of luck, maybe even celebrations. And you will be finding your strength as well. And I believe it's your strength to be yourself. Because with this card, I saw it in a few different ways. So either the Two Swords there is so with the two people around her, it's like defending yourself from others. So two people around her and the two swords around her, defending yourself from others. And I took that as not being your truth self, not being able to open your heart out to others, and being afraid to show others your true self. So being unable to show your true self to others. So I do feel like that will change this year. And when it does change, especially with this card, so this will be improved communication skills. I feel like, especially with the Wheel of the Year, improved communication skills. So with that last sword, so yeah, you'll be able to have just improved communication skills. I'll get to the other interpretation later. And then here I see luxury, improved financial conditions, and an emotional abundance. So you'll be feeling much more happier, possibly even a new relationship. And I also see here as the clarifier, so the Queen of Wands clarifying the Two of Swords. I am interpreting this as you will attract a lot of people and you will be a lot more happier when you're able to be your true self and not worry about what other people may be thinking, about the gossip which might be hurting you now or might have hurt your feelings before. You'll be able to overcome that. So another way I interpreted this was the three swords here. So now two of those swords are gone in her hands here. And then so I took that as removing the pain from your heart. So that was the other interpretation. And going along with that, then this could be the lost sword being removed with the Wheel of the Year. And now you're able to communicate better, especially with the swords, air energy, so communication and creativity as well. And then especially with the pentacles, so improved financial, you'll be having a changing of financial conditions. You may be spending more money on luxury stuff or treating yourself more, or just maybe just an inflow of money probably, or some kind of something to do with receiving something, maybe money, or just having fun and enjoying yourself. So maybe by removing those swords that were blocking you, that were causing you distress or pain, and by being yourself, removing the blockages and removing the fear of other people's gossip or fear of opening yourself to other people and finding your strength, you'll be able to truly enjoy your life and be yourself, which attracts more people. And through that, so to clarify the Three of Cups, there was these cards. So by being your true self, you won't only be attracting love admirers, but you may, possibly through a gathering, meet the one that you'll be with in the future with this Ten of Cups here. So you may meet the person who you will later maybe start a family with, or a family could be anything. It doesn't have to be children. It could be any other way, maybe a business or something else. But you will meet someone who will help you. So if it is if it is in the case that you'll be meeting someone who you start a business with, since it could be both of you and the business is your children, and that could also explain this card, the Nine of Pentacles, which is to do with money and luxury. So I do see that your blessing to come is being able to be yourself freely, and through that finding someone, either a romantic partner or business partner, who will help you build your finances up and improve communication skills, and being comfortable in your own skin. So you'll be comfortable in your own skin, which also leads to happiness here. And I feel a similar energy with this woman here and this woman here. I'm feeling a sort of like red carpet type celebrity kind of energy from both those cards. So it may be something like that. Maybe you do become quite popular by doing this, maybe by actually following your dreams. Maybe there is something, a goal, a passion of yours, with the heart, a passion of yours that you decided you were too afraid to go on with, or that didn't go too well. But by being yourself and removing the swords and being comfortable in your own skin, you will be able to go through that passion. Or maybe the blockages from that were blocking whatever it is you wanted to do that you're passionate about, the blockages being removed will help you to find your happiness, or achieve the maybe fame or success, or maybe you will actually be walking down a red carpet in the future. Yeah. So I can't see anything else in the cards. At the top of the deck here is the World. So yeah, I do feel like you will have the world by being able to be comfortable in your own skin. It will feel like the world is at your feet, like you've achieved the abundance, true happiness, an ascension of yourself, of your being, in a sense of being confident and not letting life bring you down. Okay, so these are the cards. One more thing I forgot to mention is with the shadow side card, I interpreted that as the gossip, or maybe being afraid of other people's judgments on how other people viewed you. Or, so yeah, that's how I interpreted this card. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, or subscribe. If this didn't resonate, please feel free to check out other groups. Or you can interpret these cards in another way or your own way. This is a general reading, so not everything might resonate. Maybe just a few things were meant for you to listen to, or maybe you're meant to see this to share with someone who it might resonate with more. Thank you for watching. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. These are the cards that came up for you. So firstly, there's the Five of Swords in reverse, the Lovers, the Nine of Wands, the Tower, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. And to clarify the Five of Swords, here is the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Wands here. Then to clarify the Nine of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands. And to clarify the Tower, you have the Death card in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. Then to clarify I believe that's the Two of Pentacles, you have the Justice card in reverse. So since this is a general reading, I do have a few interpretations for these cards. So firstly, I'm seeing this as, so starting with this card, I'm seeing it as because this, when I first see this card, I think of being able to overcome other people's negative opinions or negative views of you, or to being able to overcome enemies. So I'm seeing this as possibly, especially with these two cards, being able to, with this card, the Ace of Cups, I'm seeing it as letting go of your emotions, or how to put it, like a renewed emotional intelligence, if that's the right way to put it. Like when in the past you would react to something in a certain way, now your reaction may be different. So yeah, like an emotional upgrade. So I'm seeing this as you may be finding the right people who you're able to confide in and speak to about your how you're feeling. I'll overall with these cards, I am seeing it as with a choice. So this could be in regards to having the choice to make your emotions known, and especially with the Justice card in reverse. This could be in regards to something you did that was unjust, maybe dishonest as well. So you may have the opportunity to maybe tell the truth or own up to something that you did, and possibly in regards to romance or finances as well with the Two of Pentacles. Again, this is a general reading. This might not resonate with you, and if it doesn't, you're free to check out other groups, or you can interpret these cards in another way, your own way if you want to. So when I shuffle the cards, I ask the question, what blessings will be coming to group 2? So then with the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Wands, I am seeing being defensive. So feeling like it's you against the world sort of thing, not wanting to get hurt. So just being generally being defensive, and it's there twice. She has those sticks at the background, and she's using those sticks she's holding to kind of ward someone off. And same thing here, sticks pointing at him, and he's trying to push those people away, fight back. So it could be the case that if it is the case that you did do something unjust, maybe when those people find out, then they sort of point their fingers at you, and you're trying to defend yourself. And with this in reverse, it could be that communication doesn't go well. So an argument where communication goes wrong. So then, especially with the Tower, the first interpretation I got when I pulled the cards out the first time without the clarifiers, I did see it as a romance, because this card came out really quick and went back in really quick. So I saw it as a passionate romance that ends as quickly as it starts. Especially with this card and the lightning, so really quick romance possibly, or the spark of a new idea that leads to money, and possibly juggling romance and money and romance and work. Oops. Okay. So yeah, and back to these two cards, because I did say I saw a choice here, especially with these two cards, because I'm seeing two knights, one either coming back from war or going off to war, and another in a more peaceful place, heading towards a peaceful place. So I am seeing that, because normally the death card would mean transformation. So I am seeing that with the Tower cards, you could have the opportunity to so a choice you have to make, especially with this card here, the Five of, is that the Five of Cups? The Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups here, I am seeing that you may have to make a choice that could may have some challenges. So you may have to choose a road to go down that may have its challenges. And depending on your choice, with the Death card in reverse, it could mean an opportunity to transform lost if you choose not to go down this road. But if you do go down this road, if you do make this choice, it will likely be challenging, especially with these cards being pointed at. So I see it as being pointed at you, and you trying to defend yourself. So if it is to do with like a lie or something you did that was wrong or unjust, it could be that you have to tell the truth with this card. And then there's this card, which is I see as the easier road to take. Although this card does mean working hard and going towards your goals. So it may be that possibly your goal isn't this, but you may have to choose this. Maybe to learn something from it, a transformation, which may make you this Queen of Wands, a transformation into this Queen of Wands. Possibly the opportunity to be honest with this card. Say what's on your heart. Tell the truth from your heart with this card. Letting the truth flow down. So again, it could be in regards to love. What else is there? So you have the Tower, a change, the Death card, transformation. So yeah, I'd say that's all. So yeah, an unforeseen change, a sudden change. Or the other interpretation is I'm seeing here is a deadline of some sorts. I think with this card especially, so a deadline. That you may have a deadline or some kind of competition. Where people have high expectations of you, so a competition or something competitive, where people have so a competitive with these two cards, or a deadline, I think, with this card, where people have high expectations of you again with these cards, which may worry you with this card. You may have to say that tell someone how you're feeling about the pressure, which may help you feel renewed, or you can choose to keep it to yourself. But maybe it's an injustice to yourself, so not being truthful to yourself about how you're really feeling. So yeah, all an argument here where you're trying to what you're saying likely isn't being heard properly. So an argument which you can choose to walk away from. So with this, because he's either walking away from battle, walking towards battle, so either walking away from conflict, walking towards conflict, and here's like an argument being ganged up on, maybe by people who are jealous of you, or by maybe someone who you were romantic with or will be romantic with, where you feel you have to defend yourself. Although I do see that money, because I normally interpret this card as a good flow of money. So yeah, possibly an argument where you may possibly you've changed a bit with this card, with these two cards. So you've changed. So an argument where in the past you would have engaged in. So now you're choosing, you have the choice to walk away from it. So walk away from it or engage in it. This could also be going quickly towards money. So like the lightning and being sudden, maybe a sudden flow of money or sudden income of money. Although I do associate it more with something challenging suddenly happening. So again, it could be a competition, something competitive, an argument, or something you did wrong that comes to light, where you have a choice to tell the truth, to engage in the argument, to say how you're feeling, tell the truth, or keep it to yourself. So you can interpret this in another way if you want to. You don't have to follow this interpretation. More cards did fall out for this group than the last group. Yeah, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't resonate with this group, you can choose another group. Thank you for watching. Yeah, and for group 2, I just want to clarify. So it may not seem much like a blessing, but you can another way to see it as is a blessing of a choice to engage in something that could be transformative in terms of who you are, or the choice to move away from something. So sometimes the choice can be a blessing as well, since sometimes people engage in things that they had no choice in. So yeah, so looking on the bright side, this could be also seen as a blessing, or maybe this is just what the spirits wanted you to know. So yeah. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. The cards that were drawn out for you were the Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Then you also have the Hanged Man here, and to clarify that, you have the Seven of Cups in reversed. And to clarify the Page of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Cups and the High Priest. And then you also have the Ace of Swords here. And at the top of the deck was the Ace of Pentacles when I picked these cards up before picking the clarifier. So just so you know. So with this and the Pentacles here, I am seeing an improvement in your finances. And I also want to say that this card has been at the top of the deck around about 4 times now. For the other groups as well. So about 4 times this card has been at the top of the deck. And when I saw this card, a thought of prophecy, you receiving prophecy, came to mind, and I heard a ringing in my head suddenly. So I think some of you will maybe receiving some kind of prophecy. I'm not sure what about. I might shuffle that later. So I do pre-shuffle so I can record on my phone. So from these cards here at the top, I'm seeing that at the moment, likely, you've been holding on to your money. So you've been probably frugal. I think that's how you pronounce it. So you're careful about how you spend your money. You're likely also hardworking. So when I do see this card, I do see someone who's just relaxing and not doing their work. But the meaning of this card is hard work as well. So you're likely working really hard to earn money. You may have some fears surrounding money. But another way I saw this was you're careful how you spend your money, but you're working hard and you're going through the pain. Because if she were to, depending on how she walked, depending on which direction she went and how she walked, there is a possibility of her injuring herself on those swords. So I'm seeing it as someone who's working hard and pushing forward despite any obstacles in their way, and maybe sometimes getting a bit hurt. So maybe like, I know sometimes when people work hard, they can get certain ailments. It can affect their health sometimes. And with the Page of Pentacles, I'm seeing you may be returning to school, or new ways of earning money. You may find new work, possibly a promotion. But I am seeing financial wealth with these two cards. And with this card here, the Eight of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you will be I feel like it will be a job that you enjoy. I'm also seeing curator, a writer with the book, someone spiritual with the candle and the skull, or maybe something to do with the medical field with the skull as well. But this could also mean because there's the High Priest here with the Queen of Cups. So these cards, especially with this one here, what is it? Yeah, Seven of Cups. So it could also mean gaining some kind of spiritual power. So some of you may be improving your intuition, or coming to a decision on something, or a situation unfolding in the way that you wanted it to. So here, with this is a very this gives me very spiritual vibe. So and with the Queen of Cups here, so I see that as usually regaining power or being in control, being a boss. So you may enter some kind of self-employment, probably maybe something to do with being a maybe tarot reading, or something spiritual, maybe opening a shop where you sell candles and oils and things like that. Or probably just receiving some kind of prophecy again, like with this card here with the light around his head. You may receive a new perspective, because I do also see this card as a change in point of view. So you may have a change in point of view to do with religion, or learn something new with religion, or you may be changing your religion or adopting a new religion. Maybe that will bring you your blessings as well. So this could be spiritual blessings and financial blessings, or spiritual blessings or financial blessings. So not everything will resonate since this is a general reading. So I am seeing more financial freedom and more independence with this card, especially. I do see emotional happiness with this card. You may at the moment be waiting, because I do see her by herself. Looks like she's waiting, enjoying her cup. So oh yeah, and the Ace of Swords here again with independence and financial freedom, and being able to work alone, improved communication skills, and again with the bird, I'm seeing freedom. With the mountains at the back, there may be some hardships, but so I'm seeing that's hard work. So likely something to do with employment, or maybe hard work and spirituality. So you may be going through a spiritual awakening, or maybe trying to improve yourself spiritually, so maybe meditation or possibly yoga or something. You may become a yoga instructor. So yeah, I do see more financial freedom, because it here looks like he's holding on really closely to his wealth, to his money. So yeah, that's your reading. I will shuffle this, but so I will shuffle for this card. Yeah, nothing else at the moment. Okay, I've shuffled the card for what prophecy, with the question, what prophecy does group 3 need to hear? I don't know if you can see properly. There's the Six of Swords there, the Four of Wands, and the High Priestess, which is interesting because you have the High Priestess and the High Priest here. So already with the High Priest, I did feel a sense of spiritual balance, and again with the High Priestess. So you may need a spiritual balance, and maybe work more on your spirituality, maybe because some of you may have a strong intuition, or may need to connect more with the divine. No matter, doesn't matter what your religion is. You can interact with the spiritual in different ways, whether you're Christian or Muslim, or whatever religion you have. You may need to delve or delve more? You may need to dive more into your faith, and maybe learn more about it, because this can also represent wisdom. So you may need to learn more about your faith, and maybe even worship more. And maybe by doing so, maybe I will see this in the way of worshiping more. So maybe by worshiping more, it will help you to remove all your baggage that you want to leave behind, or that you need to leave behind. So possibly by going deeper into the spiritual, celebrating, worshiping, it will help you to leave behind baggage that you no longer need. And also, I believe that by doing so, you may actually develop your intuition, whatever spiritual or psychic abilities you have. You may develop it. And I did also look up this card a bit, and it's about the. It may seem scary when you do dive into this new spiritual field. You may know about it already, but it may seem scary for some people, but it's also because when I saw this card, I got a sense of someone watching you. And when I looked this card up a bit, because I wanted to know more about these two. So when I looked this card up a while ago, they mentioned you're being watched by a divine feminine or something like that. And I did, before searching up, I did get a sense of you're being watched. Although the way I saw it was you're being watched by someone of a higher authority or higher spirit, who's watching you, maybe watching in your good and bad times. But I just got a sense of you're being watched by someone powerful or of a high authority. Then another way I saw it was you may be, because I do still see this as traveling. I also saw still waters here. So with the still waters, I'm seeing meditation. So you may need to meditate more. Also following your instincts, especially with this card. This card will be celebration and having fun, maybe attending a fun event. and leaving behind baggage, leaving behind the pain, especially with her back facing us. So you may need to reflect on something. So there may be something you need to reflect on. But I also saw this as someone. So I saw this as she's working hard to push the boats, because she's not on like the boats where you just steer it with a wheel. She's on the ones where you have to work hard to get the boat moving. So she's working hard. So I see that as your work, you either need to work hard or you are working hard to reach a place where you can have fun and celebrate. So again, like what was mentioned here. So I saw this as the like the grass is greener on the other side. I don't think I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but I did see this as the grass is green on the other side. But back to here, I do see this as working hard with like just pushing yourself, so pushing forward, leaving behind baggage, and pushing forward and being in a place where you can celebrate, or have fun and just enjoy yourself. Or through your hard work, you may attend the celebration. So you may attend a celebration where you may possibly meet someone of high authority or someone important. So yeah, that's how I interpreted these cards. This is your reading. You can interpret these cards in another way if you want to. You can also choose a different group if this doesn't resonate with you at all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And share the video. Maybe this will resonate with someone else. And again, thank you for watching. Hello, group 4. Welcome to your reading. These are the cards I picked out for you. So you have the shadow, the shadow side in reverse over here, the Page of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, the Sun and the Four of Pentacles, then the Queen of Cups clarified by the Justice in reverse, and at the top of your deck there was the Ten of Cups. So already I'm seeing here starting a family or children. So you may be, it's possible that you're being followed by maybe children's spirits or water spirits who maybe want to come to this life. So if it's not your intention, then be careful of pregnancy or something you look forward to, then congratulations. Because I'm seeing here that you're likely going to be having a child. As one of your future blessings could be a future child or two. And again, this might not be for everyone, since this is a general reading. Some things may resonate, some things may not. Some things may be for you, some things may not. And with this card here, I am seeing the release of your limitations. So I'm seeing it as letting go of possibly accepting. I see most accepting your dark side, or maybe letting go of it, letting go of your fears, of the things that maybe the parts of yourself that you didn't like, possibly accepting it or letting it go. I am seeing healing with the water. I'm seeing him, you possibly will be buying a house, or because let me bring the Ten of Cups. So this was this didn't come out for your reading, but this was at the top of the deck, so I'll just bring this out here. So with the Ten of Cups, I am seeing here either you're starting a business or starting a family, and it will be very successful, especially if it's a business, a very successful business. Maybe starting it with someone else. It could be multiple businesses or having multiple children. Not multiple, it doesn't have to be multiples at once. It could be like over a period of time as well. So then if this is more to do with, it could be both as well. So there could be a double meaning to a card, or more than a double meaning. But if this is the case that you are buying a house, if this is a family related, I'm seeing here things to do with I can't remember which house placement it is. It could be the fourth house, but I think there's one house placement that's to do with the material at home. So I think that's the case here. So material things, but to do with the home. So buying things for your children, buying things for your partner, maybe even having a pet, or buying a house, or buying refurnishing or furnishing your place. maybe so things to do with the home, things to do with buying things for the home, or like buying, maybe building a swimming pool somewhere, or just buying a barbecue, what do you call it? So yeah, and then with this card, if it is the case that you are having a child, I see this in a few different ways. Likely your child will be protected by a few spirits, or your child will be your child may be close to their grandparents, maybe. But I see this as likely your child being able to see spirits, or being divinely gifted, or highly intuitive. So they may see spirits, or they may have a strong intuition. And if it's the case, maybe as they grow older, maybe listen to some of their advice, because sometimes children do get overlooked. So it is possible, maybe if you believe in it, water spirits kind of thing, or maybe a child that will be a healer. I am seeing emotional cleansing here as well, especially with this. So emotional cleansing with these two cards. So the way so adding this card to the reading. So again, this card is it seems it's very positive, very bright. So overall, I am seeing it as a very positive, bright blessing, bright future, something really good, very happy coming your way, either business or family, or something that truly just makes you happy. A huge blessing like the sun, which gives warmth. And then I'm seeing here you may be saving up for the house, or you may just be careful with your spending. So you may be just being careful with how you spend money. Then another way I saw this was you may be going to the beach as well with this card here. But then I also saw be careful about going to the beach, because within this card it looks the parents are distant from their child, and if I were to interpret the man as not a grandparent or a family friend, but rather as a spirit of some kind, then I would see this as like possibly an accident of some kind to do with water, maybe, and your child. So if a child's with spirits, that would mean that they are no more. So maybe being careful with water in that sense, and it would explain this sense of injustice. So when something bad happens to people, they feel like it's an injustice to them. They feel like it's not fair, which is understandable. So again, this may not resonate with you. You can interpret these cards any other way you want, or you can go to a different group if this doesn't resonate at all, or maybe it may not resonate right now, or you could share this with someone and who you may resonate more with. But I am seeing it as because with the distance between the child and the parents, I am seeing it as maybe a loss of some kind of accident which separates the both of you for some reason, or it could be maybe your both parents are really busy working, so you leave the child with their grandparents a lot, or with a babysitter a lot, so they're often away from the parents. They're often away from you. But there is a heavy sense of having a child. And then back to this card. So then with this injustice card, linking it to this card, because I saw this card more as just relaxing on the beach and enjoying the view and stuff. So that's why my interpretation was going to the beach, especially with the water here, but also being careful with the distance here. If that is the right interpretation for you. Otherwise, maybe just being distant from your child with like working a lot and having to hire a babysitter, leave them with their grandparents a lot. So then what caught my attention a lot was the seashells. So the seashells really caught my attention at her back here, that shell. So when I looked it up, the seashell, they mentioned that seashells represent great amounts of luck, and some religions believe that by keeping seashells in your home, it will bring you great amounts of luck and healing energy, and some other stuff as well. I think it's using Reiki as well. So maybe getting into Reiki or getting some kind of spiritual healing may be beneficial for you, or possibly keeping seashells around maybe help you. Maybe bring luck into your new home, possibly with this, especially your new home. So yeah, with this injustice, because it's a queen, and I'm seeing it as feeling like a victim. So you may at the moment be feeling like life isn't fair, or life isn't going the way you wanted it to go, or you may just feel like something happened in your life, and you were the victim of what happened. Usually when this card is reversed, does mean that you may have possibly lied about something, or may have done something unjust. You maybe in the past you did do something unjust, but in the future you will be accepting your past, or letting go of it and moving forward from it, and being able to enjoy your life now brighter, with a more positive mindset, away from this negativity, accepting what you did in the past. So that could also be the case. So yeah, those were the main interpretations I got for this reading. There weren't as many cards as the other groups, because I didn't feel I needed that many clarifiers for these cards. There is a really heavy sense of a business or a child, and emotional healing. So especially emotional healing from something you may have done in the past, although this is a clarifier for this card. But I feel like it really explains these two cards a lot more. If you do feel another interpretation for these two cards, please feel free to go with that one. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Although there weren't as many cards in this group, I did feel that like the message is very strong for a lot of you in this group about children and a business that is very successful. You can start the business whenever you feel is right. Although there isn't an indication of when to start here, but I do see that as some of your blessings coming. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe or comment, and feel free to interpret this another way if you want to, or look to another group if you want to as well. So I forgot to mention, with the shadow card, it was in reverse, so I put it back in reverse. This in other decks is the devil card, so it could also mean letting go of addictions, in case that resonates with you. So yeah, thank you for watching.